Uh, I'm Dylan Foster, and this is my CFP picks. The first game, Arizona State versus Texas. I got Arizona State because I think that they'll play with like a chip on their shoulder for sure, and I think Texas comes in the game too confident and thinks they have the game in the bag. And Arizona State's been playing very confident lately. They just I think with their run attack and Sam Levitt as a QB, I think they'll play with a different edge and pull it out late and just control the game up front with the run game.
Hold on, Dylan, real quick. I want to make sure I got this right. You're picking Arizona over Texas.
Yes,
So you're picking real quick. I'm gonna make sure I got this right. I want to make the audience all know this. You're picking, if I'm correct, they are a Big 12, right?
yes.
Or
They're
Pac-12 team. Which one are they?
Big 12.
They're the Big 12, and you're picking them over Texas, where Texas is in the SEC. They ran in that gauntlet, and again, we're talking SEC team, and they've been the
Yeah.
favorite all year, and you're picking them, Arizona over them.
Yes, sir. I think it's just a different mindset. I think Texas comes to the game that they think that they have the game in the bag. Arizona State's been playing with the chip on their shoulder because no one really believes in them until like late, even now.
That's true.
So
That's true. Okay. Okay. See, I thought you were going to, use the fact that Texas, every time they play in Georgia, they lose. So, and the fact there's going to be Chick-fil-A Bowl, actually there in Georgia where they played the SEC championship and they lost to Georgia, I think by about 3 points, I believe, or something like that. So, okay. All right. What's your next game?
Oregon, Ohio State. I have Oregon. I think they're just offense is just too talented. I think they have better athletes on the edge. I do think Ohio State's a more talented team overall, but I think Dylan Gabriel outplays Will Howard, and their receivers make some plays late in the game.
So, that game is the Rose Bowl in California. So now, real quick, Oregon is not leaving their time zone. Ohio State is leaving their time zone. And last time I checked, Oregon did beat Ohio State in that last matchup, I think by like 2 points, I believe, or something like that.
Sir,
Right?
yes, they being by
And
two.
you're still picking Ohio State
No, I'm
to
picking
beat.
Oregon.
You're picking Oregon. Okay, okay, okay,
Okay.
okay, okay. So you're picking Oregon to beat Ohio State at the Rose Bowl. All right. Okay.
So
So you don't think Ohio State's coming in with a chip on their shoulder?
I think they could, but I think Dylan Gabriel is a better player and outplays Will Howard. I think that's really where the game lies, is how good Will Howard's been. And Will
Okay.
Howard played really well against Tennessee at home, but I think at the same time, Will Howard's been really inconsistent. And when he plays against a really good defense, it's been a struggle.
Okay. So you got Oregon over Ohio State in the Rose Bowl at 4 o'clock today. Okay, good.
So
All right, your last pick.
Notre Dame, Georgia. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think. And I think if I had to lean one way, I would lean to Notre Dame
Notre
because
Dame? Man, you're picking a lot of upsets today. Wow, this is three upsets. Okay, go ahead.
I just think that Notre Dame's running attacks really well, and
Yes,
I
they are.
think Georgia, Georgia obviously lost their starting quarterback, so I think that they're gonna come in like not knowing they don't have their leader anymore, so
Correct.
it's gonna be tough. And he already announced he's going to draft, so it's it's gonna be tough for them to cooperate on offense. I think that offensively they'll struggle at least in the first half. They'll obviously get it going, but to get their playmakers, the receivers have been having a tough time catching the ball. They have like the most drops in like the FBS.
Oh, okay, okay. That's a stat. I didn't know that. I
So
didn't know that. I was unaware of that.
yeah, so I do think Georgia's defense is better, but I think Notre Dame comes in with the confidence and the momentum of winning of playing last week. Georgia didn't play last week, so Notre Dame does can keep that momentum going and feed it off of that.
Well, I've heard their running attack is one of the best. Talking about Notre Dame, and you're absolutely right in reference to they're playing a new quarterback, where I think he only had like 2 starts for the whole his college career. So that does worry me, but I don't know, man. It's just some about SEC teams that I don't like betting against them right now. Even though they
Yeah.
had a bad day yesterday, Alabama lost, and who was the other team? I can't think of the second team who lost
South
yesterday.
Carolina. South Carolina.
It was South Carolina, and they lost to. The funny part about all that, they lost to 2 Big Ten teams, where everyone says the Big Ten's kind of not those dudes, and here they are knocking off number 11 Alabama, and number 15 South Carolina. So, again, you might be right. You might be on to something. This might be one of the SEC's worst seasons as far as being down with all the NIL money being spread out, and kids not so much wanting to always go to the SEC. So that's your 3 picks. So go over your 3 picks again one more time so we can air this real quick.
So I got Arizona State over Texas, Oregon over Ohio State, and Notre Dame over Georgia.
Well, there you go, man. You said it, and let's see how right you are. Do you mind if I air this?
Now you get it.
All
I'm
right,
good
we're
with
gonna
that.
air it right now. I'm gonna put my producers at work right now to go ahead and chop this up and air it. Hey, I appreciate your
Yeah.
time, man. Thank
Thank
you
you,
again,
Coach.
and happy New Year's to you.
It is.
Hey, that's picks from Dylan.